let's just watch this video.
Porca troia! Porca troia! Preso un uccello, sicuro.
Yes, my friends, very interesting, and that happened because of this. Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and as you probably know I'm the airline pilot. Today we're gonna speak about the bird strikes and this particular case with the Ryanair Boeing 737, the airplane that I fly. Bum bum. So my friends, we count it as an accident because the airplane sustained some of the damage to its construction engine, etc. because of the bird strike, of course. And I have some information here on our Herald website and I'll put the description under this video for you to check the full information about this particular case. That happened to Air Malta Boeing 737-800 not long time ago on 21st of November this year. And the airplane impacted the flock of herons. Heron is the type of the bird. I'll put just the picture over here. The Air Malta Boeing 737-800 on behalf of Ryanair, registration you don't need, performed the flight from London Stansted to Bologna, Italy. Was in final approach to Bologna Airport, runway 12, then the aircraft flew through the flock of herons, which impacted nose, windshield, both of the wings, and number of herons were ingested by the right-hand engine, which subsequently suffered a compressor stall. So what you saw on the video just at the beginning was the compressor stall. So we have the flames, so the air partially goes to the combustion chamber, it goes, then it stops, it goes, then it stops. It is called the compressor stall. And that continues until the touchdown. The aircraft continued for a safe landing. The post-flight examination revealed the evidence of the left-hand engine had also ingested a number of birds. On December the 1st, Ryanair sent the following statement. The crew of this flight did a fantastic job in landing the aircraft safely, keeping the passengers informed and ensuring passengers disembarked safely and on time. Yes, probably on time here is the main thing for the low-cost carrier. Anyway, my friends, we have some of the photos of the birds. There were lots of birds impacted the airplane. It was the night time, so the pilots they couldn't see the flock of the birds. So in the daytime, they may have to perform the missed approach procedure, something like that, if they would see such a huge flock of birds, because the birds were actually the average size, not huge as storks or eagles, but they were in the middle size. Yes, from my experience, one middle-sized bird is okay, but if you impact the flock of birds, that may cause the damage. So we have some of the pictures here. This is the engine inlet, and I cannot see the N2 impact. So the small vanes, as you can see in the high pressure part, the high pressure spool of the engine, so I cannot see here the bird's impact on that. But if we have the compressor stall, probably there are some impacts in that area as well. But of course, if you look at N1 section, low pressure spool, and the fan section of the engine, you'll see, yes, there are lots of feathers, parts of the birds, and that caused the main problem for the crew. They were dealing with engine limit surge or stall actually on approach, and they decided not to go around because that might cause the fire. They decided just to continue approach. I would probably do the same. Bum bum. But I was able to find some other pictures showing that the crew was not only dealing with the engine problem, but they had some more. For example, here, just the bird legs staring out of the total air temperature probe. The bad thing here that the engine electronic control unit takes the information from that probe. That probe is called a DRU, so Air Data Inertial Reference Unit probe, that is located on the left side of the forward part of the fuselage from the captain's side. But also we have the T12 sensors, but they work just on ground and 5 minutes after takeoff. So for approach, this TAT sensor is kind of crucial for engine operation. I don't know whether the crew had some problems with that. We don't know at this point, but in future, of course, we'll find out. My friends, just look at this picture. It looks terrifying because on the bottom we have the alpha vane, the angle of attack detector. On the upper part we have the pitot probe, the airspeed detector. So we don't have the airspeed and probably have some problems with the alpha detection. My friends, they were lucky because it is not the main pitot probe, it's alternate Peter probe, so it goes to standby instruments. The first officer probe is located a little bit upper. It wasn't intact, so the captain probe, first officer probe was working fine, but both of the alpha vanes hit the birds. Oh, the birds hit alpha vanes. And by the way, it is believed to be the main cause of 2 Boeing 737 MAX crashes. So the bird just hit alpha vane. It gave the wrong indication to MCAS system that trimmed the nose down, and both of the airplanes crashed. And if you want to know more about Boeing 737 MAX and what modifications Boeing did to this newer version of that airplane, I'll put the videos just in the link so you may check them out. And Boeing 737NG happily doesn't have the MCAS system. Bum bum. So guys, let's count the problems the crew was facing with. Then they had the multiple bird strikes. So first one, obviously they had the problem with right hand engine. With engine number 2, they had the compressor stall. Yes, the flames from the engine is kind of big one. The second problem is that they had probably the wrong N1 indication, because the TAT probe was hit by the bird and it was not providing the reliable information to the engine electronic control. But probably it was working fine. I wasn't there, so I'm not sure about that, but particularly I think it could be a problem. The third one is the problem with standby airspeed indicator, because the pitot probe was blocked by the bird remains. Luckily it was just auxiliary pitot probe, not the main for first officer or the captain. Problem number 4, both of the alpha vanes were damaged, and of course the signal from those is very critical for air data inertial reference units. If you have a wrong signal, the system may operate in unexpected manner, as happened to Boeing 737 MAX. Do you guys want to know the problem number 5 they had? Well, first, like this video and subscribe to my channel. It will help me to improve my content. Thank you so much. So we have the last picture, and it is here. Oh my god, they had the poor visibility on approach for sure. So the birds actually hit the windscreen, the windshield of the airplane in the front. I think there was the room for the captain actually to see the runway in the lower left corner, but it was definitely challenging. I don't know whether they performed the auto land or not, but for them the visibility was really low. Bum bum. I hope that we will see more details about that particular accident, and I would agree with the Ryanair officials. The crew did fantastic job landing this plane with so many problems just on a final approach because of the multiple bird strikes, or one bird strike with a flock of birds. My friends, I personally have never had the bird strikes with that dramatic circumstances. However, it's kind of usual thing. So this year, this summer, I got 3 bird strikes. 1 to the stabilizer, to the leading edge of the stabilizer, and 2 went to the engine. Everything was okay with the engine. It was the inspection, the baroscopic inspection was done to the engine. It was safe to fly, so the airplanes would just continue the operation. So it's the usual thing, but with that circumstances, it's very rare. If you want me to film more detailed video about the bird strikes in general, just comment under this video, Dennis, we need more detailed video about the bird strikes or something like that. So write your comment. I read all of your comments, my friends, by the way, and sometimes I do reply. By the way, I know that you are awesome. That is why follow the awesome guy checklist. First, just like this video. After that, subscribe to my channel. Finally, ring the bell, whatever it means. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great time. Bum bum.